watching know it's been a minute, but you know how I roll. You can't always be around to set the fires for everything. But no, they're just here to have some fun. Thank you for tuning in for the collective. We should be getting back on a normal schedule here pretty fast. So let's go ahead. We're gonna see that. I mean, they're already ready to go for you guys. So I'll go ahead and call in our angels and our ancestors to go ahead and give you guys a nice reading here and a collective on what's going on. So let's just see what's going on out there in the collective today. It just wants to drop on you guys. The Game Master and the Five of Pentacles. It's actually the Knight of Swords. Put those a little too high for you guys. Sorry about that. Six of Cups. For the River card. Got Six of Cups to the Ace of Cups to the Knight of Cups to the Six of Pentacles. To the Six of Swords. Science. Ooh, potions. Alright, so this might trigger somebody. I'm just gonna warn you now. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Just from how this is reading out. So, yeah, see a rocket confirming this is gonna trigger somebody. Wow, I was hoping this wouldn't do this, but it did it anyways. So, so the Game Master, right? So, that's somebody that's really good at what they do, right? So, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So, obviously there was somebody that didn't want me to put this message out because they're tripping my dog out to try and get me to shut up. But it doesn't make a difference. I'm putting this message out because there's a reason why the spirits and ancestors laid it out here for you guys to get. So, a Game Master is somebody that has mastered the game, right? Right, well, you're playing checkers, they're playing chess, they're that kind of type scenario person, right? So there's somebody that's very mastered at what they do. They're pretty good at what they do. They're mastering their own game. That's why they're the Knight of Swords. They're not quite the King of Swords, because the King of Swords is the game, you know what I mean, is the top. So he's the Knight of Swords. He's right there on the very tail end of it, okay? So you have the Nine of Swords to the Five of Discs, or the Five of Coins. Okay, and that comes up in reverse for worry. So somebody was inside the collective was trying to get this Game Master worried about something, okay? Worried about Pentacles, worried about his money, worried about his health, caught up inside of something he couldn't really control. Trying to disrupt what the person probably had going on, right? So the Game Master could just so, right? Because then you get the Six of Cup in reverse, right? So whatever these things we're trying to do to get this person to worry was actually causing some people to lose a disheartening pleasure. I almost feel like their cup wasn't getting poured into anymore. They're almost falling suit to the seducers inside of life and thinking that, maybe there was a different answer out there going a different direction, right? They're contemplating and almost thinking about it. Because somebody was using something to try and paint themselves into a picture. So somebody went through and was trying to disrupt something that was going on for somebody else. Get them hung up on this and pentacles. Get them clogged. Make them feel like their cup wasn't getting poured into. And that's why that's coming out in reverse. Because they went to something, some sort of a potion or some sort of a mixture. And it didn't work. That's why science comes up in reverse, because it backfired on them. Yeah, they didn't realize that the person was going to figure out the truth. And they were going to put it to rest. In a very chivalrous manner. Almost and they were trying to do things in a cruel way, trying to force you to go back into your hermit mode, cloud your ideas, cause ruin inside of your life, hopefully to stop your wheel of fortune from turning. Pretty dark stuff they were doing. Stopping your inner child from being happy, stopping your ideas. Somebody. That you figured it out. You moved on now. You're not going to be burdened by their disappointment. You've seen the clarity in the writing on the wall. And they're going to start seeing the vigils of it all too. Especially if they try and do it again. There's going to be a lot more eyes on them. So... Next, you got the Knight of Juice. So the chef can't give you any more bad advice. Can't feed you any more of their crap. That false empress has been called out. So that way you could get your energy back. You could start getting all your prophecies and all your fun stuff back. You can get your power back. You can start seeing the gain out of everything. So you don't have to walk down this fortunate path anymore. Because you figured it out. You put all the pieces together. Why your pentacles had stopped coming in. Why there wasn't really seen to be any gain or anything from everything that you were doing. The lack of celebration that you saw, even though you're putting yourself out there for everybody. Because they had somebody sitting there hacking on it all. Trying to break in, keep you in that darkness. Rather than let you see the happiness. Keep you caught up in the sorrow. Caught up in hopefully drinking. Thinking that what you're doing wasn't working anymore. Yeah, almost sending you back into a therapy. Yeah, making you doubt yourself. Making your 10 of Cups go away, your happiness leave. Yeah, trying to dominate you. Throw you off course. Not let you see victory. Not let you see your time. But you changed that. You figured it out. Yeah, it's your time to shine now. Off on this adventure. Without that false hierophant being able to get a hold of you anymore. Without any more strife or conflict. Without somebody trying to alchemize and get in your way. Thinking you don't have the strength to fight them off. Even though you know you do. Trying to dust the mask off. This person's going to end up living in a little bit of lap of luxury. I'm not going to be looking at that defeat, but they might be staring somewhere else. Because their interference is over with. The universe has had enough. Yep, figured it out. No longer hung. Now how's that moon? That moon cycle, you ain't gonna let it happen this time. No target on my back. I'm aware of what you're up to. I'm spiritually ready this time. Tower moment's coming back on you. I'm divinely tied. You aren't going to conquer me. You aren't going to take any of my valor. You're not going to put me in failure. I've done the work. I'm breaking the cycle. Done with the target on my back. I know I'm worthy to hold it all. So, I haven't done that one for you guys in a while. And I didn't run out of breath. So, whatever that blockage was that person was trying to place. Whoops, did I let that slip? Just know you can't screw with people, especially people that are spiritually in tuned. Because once we figure it out, we'll dive deep to find you. We'll figure out who did it, why they did it, what they did it for. And you guys know that my cards are going to tell on you, especially now that I know. So, thanks for the support, thanks for the likes, thanks for everything. Hopefully you guys stayed in through this whole entire thing. It was probably pretty long, I'm not going to kid you. So, you guys have a blessed and great day.